What if I told you the King of Pop never escaped the shadows that followed him? Behind the lights, behind the crowds, behind the moonwalk, there was a darkness he tried to hide. And with his new upcoming biopic, where his own nephew Jafar Jackson is playing Michael, new secrets are about to resurface, secrets Hollywood never wanted you to hear. Before we dive in, I work really hard to bring you stories no one else tells. So if you enjoy this deep dive, please like, share, and subscribe to Fame Shadow Files. It means the world to me. Now, let's go deeper. Michael Jackson was not born a superstar, he was made into one, and that's where the darkness begins. A little boy, barely old enough to understand fame, forced into the spotlight, pushed, trained, perfected. Joe Jackson didn't raise entertainers, he built them, some say with love, others say with fear. Michael once said, "I wouldn't want my children to go through what I went through." But what exactly did he go through? Why did he hide his childhood behind walls of fantasy, like Neverland? We'll get there. But first, you need to understand the truth behind his transformation. Michael Jackson didn't just change his music. He changed his face, his voice, his image, his entire identity. People called it plastic surgery. People mocked him for it. But almost no one asked, why? Why would the most iconic star on Earth try to erase the boy he once was? Friends say Michael hid deep emotional scars, scars from fame, scars from criticism, scars from a father he could never impress. And as Michael's fame grew, so did the pressure, the tabloids, the whispers, the accusations. He wasn't just losing control, he was losing himself. But things were about to get darker. Neverland Ranch, the dream home, the private amusement park, the place built to feel like childhood again. But what if Neverland wasn't just a sanctuary? What if it was a shield, a hiding place from the real world, a fantasy he created to forget the pain he carried? Some people saw it as magic, others saw it as a giant red flag. And when the media smelled controversy, they didn't just attack him, they devoured him. Michael once said, "The lies run sprints, the truth runs marathons." But even he couldn't outrun what came next. The world watched as allegations, lawsuits, and trials surrounded him. Every headline, every late-night joke, every camera flash, the King of Pop became the king of controversy. But here's the twist. Through all the accusations, most people forget one thing. Michael Jackson was never proven guilty, not once. Yet the damage was permanent. Painful, impossible to erase. His health declined, his trust vanished, his circle grew smaller. But the world waited for a comeback. And he was planning a massive "This Is It" tour that would rewrite his legacy. But he never made it. Because there was one more dark truth coming. June 25th, 2009. A date the world will never forget. Michael Jackson, the man who moonwalked across continents, who broke barriers, who sold over 1 billion records, was found unresponsive. But what exactly happened that day? Why was he on so many medications? Who was really responsible? Official reports say cardiac arrest, but fans believe the truth is far more complicated. Was it exhaustion, pressure, medical mismanagement, or something darker? The questions never stopped. And even now, there are pieces missing, but the biopic starring Jafar Jackson may finally show those missing pieces. Because this time, the story is coming from the family. Despite everything, the world still calls him the King of Pop, even after the scandals, even after the trials, even after the media storm. His music lives, his dance lives, his impact lives. And now, with his nephew stepping into his shoes for the biopic, a new generation will see who Michael really was. Not the headlines, not the rumors, but the man, the artist, the boy who never got to grow up. Michael Jackson's story is not simple. It is light and darkness, genius and pain, love and loneliness. But here's the truth no one can deny. Michael changed the world, and the world was never ready for him. The question is, when the biopic releases, will we finally learn the real story? Or will new secrets rise to the surface? That is what we'll uncover in our next video, so stay tuned. Because this is just the beginning. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, if you love the truth behind the legends, please like, share, and subscribe to Fame Shadow Files. It helps more than you know. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.